So let's jump straight into it here on the top public Bitcoin Treasury Companies chart we have here on BitcoinMagazinePro.com. Now, 2025 hasn't been the best year of price action for Bitcoin, and for Bitcoin Treasury Companies, well, it's been a little bit worse, let's be honest. It's not been a great time, even for the big, almost blue chip treasury companies like MicroStrategy, who, granted, have continued to aggressively accumulate Bitcoin. It's just not been great for the share prices, and it's obviously hurt a lot of investors. But I think now might be a decent time to at least consider rotating a small amount of capital into these treasury company plays, due to the fact that we're seeing a lot of them actually beneath their BTC valuations when looking at their market cap. The premium to Bitcoin net asset value premium on practically every treasury company is beneath 1. Now, I know there's risks involved and it's a little bit more nuanced, when it comes to taking into consideration their debt obligations, etc. But if you can essentially buy $1's worth of Bitcoin for less than $1, to me, this just seems like a good risk-reward opportunity, especially when focusing on MSTR. They've announced a 1.4 billion USD reserve to pay their dividends and debt obligations, etc., to try and prevent any BTC selling and hopefully less share dilution. And alongside that, as I film this, Saylor is still continuing to accumulate, even in spite of all of the bearish narratives, all of the downward price action. It's positive to see companies like this continue to accumulate, but this isn't the case for all treasury companies. Not all treasury companies are created equally. What we can see just looking at this Google search, there's a number of treasuries that are actually selling their holdings. So I think strategy is almost like the Bitcoin in the space, and a lot of these treasury companies further down this list, especially the ones not within the Bitcoin for corporations kind of family that aren't following the Saylor playbook to a T. It's not just a get out of jail free card for a failing company to accumulate Bitcoin or other crypto assets, pump up the share price, and feel the benefits of doing so. If we look at GameStop, for example, when they bought $513 million in crypto, if I just go over to the chart here and quickly before we look at MicroStrategy, look at GameStop, we can see that May 28th, when they had their first purchase, pretty much marked the exact, in fact, it was the exact peak in their stock price. And since then, we are down considerably, over 40%. So while I think it is positive, and of course from a supply and demand economics perspective, to see such rampant accumulation from certain treasury companies, if you are to rotate into them, you obviously need to do it fairly sensibly. But if we just go back to strategy here, I think one thing we do also need to consider, especially as Bitcoin is potentially forming a bit of a bear flag in price action, I also still think there could be a sweep of the lows. We'll get into the chart in a second. I think accumulating MSTR shares, if and when Bitcoin gets beneath their average accumulation price of around $74,000 to $75,000, again, that would result in even lower net asset value premium. To me, this is where we really need to start paying attention to rotating into these great risk-reward opportunities. If I just go back here and we'll look to BTC first, what we can see is if we were to see a final flush out in the price action, sentiment right now, if we look at the funding rates, it's still a little bit positive. We're not seeing a huge amount of realized losses. Looking at the spend output profit ratio, for example, if I were to draw something like this on the chart, which lines up pretty much perfectly with the average accumulation price of MSTR, if we were to get one final flush out, make a lower low on a macro weekly time frame basis before recovering, that would, one, set the MSTR price a little bit lower. Now we'll get into some price targets in a second, but that would completely wipe out sentiment. I believe that's also beneath the ETF average accumulation price. So all of these factors would point towards an unbelievable opportunity for MSTR and other treasury companies. But like I said, you need to be selective. But one thing we can do is if we look at the MSTR stock here, what I'm going to do is just get this Fibonacci tool, and from the lows we had in December of 2022 up to the peak we set in that first cycle post accumulation, what we can see is the previous all-time high on this, or at least in the Bitcoin era, has been $131.50. Now the low at $13.38, what we can do is draw the Fibonacci extension tool from that and see that the price action peaked pretty much to the dollar at this 1.618 Fibonacci extension tool. Now, of course, as this is aligning with the previous all-time high, and as well as that, some technical confluence, as we can see, there was a lot of time spent in this region. So I think if we did go down here, if Bitcoin were to have one final flush out, then the risk reward opportunity at these levels would be absolutely massive, especially if we go to this chart here, which is looking at, rather than Bitcoin priced in US dollar denominated terms, if we price it in MSTR. So essentially, how many MSTR shares do you need to buy or sell to equate to one Bitcoin? Now, what I can do is if I just go onto the chart, we can see if we just zoom out, when this is moving heavily to the downside, it indicates that Bitcoin is massively underperforming MSTR. When this is moving up, vice versa. If we just zoom out, what I've done, and this is something we cover fairly regularly on the site subscriber weekly analysis pieces, this green line here has been a key turning point throughout the entire history of this chart. Now, granted, all the way back here, MSTR hadn't first started accumulating Bitcoin, but even since August 2020, when they first started accumulating Bitcoin, this has been a key level to be watching, acting on multiple occasions as support, and then very recently acting as resistance again on 2 separate occasions. And we're right at this level now. And especially if we were to get a bit of a flush out, have one final wick potentially into this upper region of this almost key turning point, then again, this would be a good opportunity to consider accumulating some treasury companies at a hell of a discount and just targeting some lower points that we could be watching. And again, it's something that we covered on the channel. MSTR was probably a little bit overly bullish. I'll hold my hands up. But one thing that we were discussing regularly, like I said, in the weekly analysis pieces, as we got down here and failed to break through this lower level, reducing our exposure in MSTR was a key play that we did. And even down here, I was suggesting potentially scaling back in if we could show some bullish price action, but we didn't. We cut straight through this point of support and resistance and obviously went higher as MSTR went lower. So I think there's a few points pointing towards maybe seeing some good levels of confluence. And like I said, if we were to see a bit of a flush in the Bitcoin price action, and then on the MSTR chart, come all the way down to this $130 level, like I said, you need to work in probabilities. And if we were to put a long position at that price and just say the stop, the invalidation beneath $100, of course, there's a 25% downside risk, but if you just put 10% of your account capital of your more active, aggressive accumulation portfolio, then that's only a 2.5% risk. And the upside potential there, just to even reach the previous all-time high, would be a 13-to-1. Even just the next key major Fibonacci level is around an 8 to 9 risk to reward, which to me, risking 1% to potentially make 9% on my account is always good risk to reward, especially considering, like I said, MSTR have seemingly played this fairly well. They've set up a USD reserve so they don't have to sell any BTC stock and can hopefully reduce the dilution of their shares. Now, if we just go on to this almost fair valuation model for MSTR, what we can see is if we just plug in the current Bitcoin price action, we can see that they're one net asset value premium. So if their market cap was equal to their Bitcoin holdings, then their asset price, their share price would be about $185. So we are significantly beneath that currently. But if Bitcoin can just reclaim its previous all-time high, say $126,000, and they can continue their accumulation up to 700,000 Bitcoin, and we get an even modest net asset value premium of say 1.5, 1.75, even if we were to blast past this $150,000 say, then suddenly we're getting towards the $500 region, which again aligns with some potential confluence we see on the chart, some potential resistance points. So for me, is the probability of this playing out greater than 10%? Because if it is, then the risk reward, the expected value of taking such a position is in my favor. So this is something I'm going to be looking towards. If we can have one final flush out, get some heavily discounted MSTR stock, and essentially some discounted BTC. Because of that, as I said, if you look at that net asset value premium of essentially buying $1 worth of Bitcoin for less than $1, then it seems like a no-brainer. But of course, be sensible. Not all treasury companies are created equally. We're already seeing some of them begin to start offloading some of their Bitcoin. It wouldn't surprise me if in the not too distant future, we almost see treasury companies, where some of these lower down the list are potentially forced into selling. I can't imagine shareholder meetings when your share price is down 80 and 90% are too fun to be in. So if there's some forced selling, it wouldn't surprise me to see Strategy even accumulating some cheap Bitcoin additionally on top of what they already have. So just something to take into consideration. Watch the space, acknowledge that rotating out of assets solely within the Bitcoin space can provide some upside returns. And especially if they're based on Bitcoin like treasury companies typically are, then again, you're almost linking that, but providing yourself some further upside potential, granted, with some further downside potential as well. But very, very quickly, if we just look to the MSTR chart one last time, and if we look at the bars pattern tool for the previous Bitcoin bear market in the MSTR stock and overlay it onto the current cycle that we've seen, it aligns pretty much with where the price is today. So I wouldn't anticipate us to go considerably lower than this. Like I said, unless we get one final flush out in the Bitcoin price action, then I think there's some really good risk to reward to be seen in MSTR and other treasury companies. So just to summarize, Bitcoin treasury companies like MSTR have had a pretty torrid 2025, unfortunately, with most of these companies significantly beneath their all-time highs. And unfortunately, I don't expect every one of these companies to survive. Like I said, it's almost the analogy of Bitcoin being MSTR and all of the subsequent and following treasury companies being like altcoins in the space. The reality is most of them are destined to fail and have their net asset value premium, if anything, stick beneath one because they're likely to be forced sellers at some point. But if we do see treasury companies accumulating some cheap Bitcoin from these forced sellers, then again, this is probably good for long term. It negates the get out of jail free card that we almost saw from these treasury companies just to pump valuations of their zombie companies not actually producing anything. But regardless, I do think there's a lot of opportunity within the space. Companies like Strategy, which are time tested, have long-term plans with USD reserves, etc., are now looking like they're selling $1 worth of Bitcoin for less than $1. And especially because we're seeing confluence in the charts, we're seeing some fundamental confluence as well. I think there's some, like I said, some good risk-reward opportunities to be had, but do acknowledge that these are very volatile. Like I said, just a small portion of your more aggressive allocation part of your portfolio could still result in multiple percentages being lost. So keep the position small, wait for the opportunities to come to you and be patient. But if you can do that, there's a hell of a lot of upside that we could potentially see. So hopefully you enjoyed this content. I haven't covered treasury companies for a while. It's not been the most fun charts to be acknowledging, but I think we're getting close to these periods where we really need to start paying attention because there is a lot of value to be had. And as always, if you did like this content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Check out Bitcoin Magazine Pro for the standard sales pitch that I usually give. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.